All right. Hey, everyone. Hello, Facebook friends. Awesome. Say hi in the comments. Let me know you're here. Give me some love. I'm just going to hop over here on my phone real quick and make sure that you guys can see my slides and that you can hear me okay before we get started. Just traveling over here. Cool. It looks like we are live. You guys can hear me okay? See the slides okay? Looks good on my end. So I have baby Ella, my French bulldog, who's joining us today. She's in my office for the first time, so I'm hoping that she's going to be a good girl while you and I connect today to talk about how to create and sell high ticket offers in your coaching business, even if you're brand new or if your current offers are not selling. Okay, so this training is for you if you want to sell high ticket coaching packages. And it could be that you're feeling like you can't do that because you're so new, or maybe because you feel like the current offers that you're selling that are maybe lower priced are not selling. So why would a high ticket offer sell, right? So that's what we're going to dive in. I've got so much good stuff to share with you today around creating high ticket offers in your coaching business. And I'm going to dive right in because I want to get to it all. And I don't know how long my little Frenchie is going to stay quiet for me. So let's do this. So you might be asking yourself, what is a high ticket offer? Like, what is this? What does it look like? And what I want to do is just kind of go over this a little because I want to make sure you first understand what a high ticket offer is before we start talking about you possibly selling them, right? So a high ticket offer, essentially, it should provide a VIP experience, so a high level experience for your clients that comes at a premium price, so typically $2,000 or more, and I highly recommend no less than 2,000. Okay, ideally, I have my clients doing 3,700, 5,000, and then more, depending on the package. But if you're, feeling like that is too much of a stretch for you, or maybe you feel like for some reason your niche wouldn't kind of adapt to that, $2,000 is the minimum for a premium priced offer. It's the bare minimum, the lowest I would ever recommend. But it offers a much bigger transformation for your clients than maybe your other offers. And this is kind of, this is actually the key component or the key piece to selling a high ticket offer is the transformation. It's not just about like creating a package and stuffing it with a bunch of stuff to make it look good or for people to perceive it as more valuable. People that are, any investment you make, you're trying to get some sort of transformation. But when somebody invests $2,000 or more into working with you, they're expecting a big transformation. Okay, so this is a high ticket offer. So it should provide a VIP, a really high level experience, come at a premium price, and offer a big transformation, much bigger than probably what you're doing in other packages, so to speak. So here's what most coaches are teaching you that I feel, and this is just my opinion, but I feel that what they're teaching you sets you up for burnout and the long way to success. Most coaches out there, most gurus, experts, leaders, the people that you really admire, look up to, follow, maybe you even invest in them, a lot of them are teaching you something that is causing you to go into like this burnout, overwhelm stage. And it's also the long way to success. So I want to share what that is. Most of what entrepreneurs are teaching you is to start and price small and then work your way up. So I was taught this method actually as well. And I see a lot of other people being taught this and doing this. I also know that my clients were doing this also when they came to me, and it was one of the things that took us quite a while to work through, because increasing their price was really scary for them because they had been conditioned to believe that that's not where they can start, or that they are not at that place where they can do that, and they need to start small, price small, and then work their way up. So, you know, this might look like they have you take a high level, you know, high access program, like a one-on-one coaching program, and they have you price it practically free, like really, really low, almost giving it away for free, because they tell you you should go get experience, just get them to pay whatever they're willing to pay, so you can get testimonials, so you can get experience, so you can get some clients. And this is all fine and dandy. Again, if you want to take the long way around and get completely burnt out, people don't necessarily see value in a low ticket offer, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit with you, so you can kind of see why selling things at, you know, like low ticket offers, there's a time and a place for them. It's not the fast way, it's not the easiest way, it's certainly not the scalable way, so we'll talk about that. But a lot of entrepreneurs out there, a lot of coaches out there are going to teach you to price and start really small, take little itty bitty tiny baby steps, and work your way up, right? And this is the fast track to burnout. This is why, you know, 90% of entrepreneurs, and that is not like a proven stat or anything, I just feel like almost every entrepreneur that is out there started here or is there, where they have priced really, really low, practically given their stuff away for free, and then they just gradually, maybe slowly work their way up. What I like to do, and why I'm different and don't agree with the fast way, the slow way around, the fast track to the burnout, I like to have my clients create a baseline core offer. So this is your main offer that's premium priced and high end with big transformations. So what I have my clients do is create a main offer that's a high ticket offer. This is the main focus. It's the one program or you know, service that you want to put most of your time, energy, maybe money into really selling and filling. And then fulfilling, right? It's that main way that you want to work with the majority of your clients, and it's priced really high, okay? It's premium priced, and it comes with access to you and really big transformations. So I like to kind of take my clients out of the whole like low ticket offer, you know, really low end offers, really small baby step transformation type offers. And I like to throw them right into this and kind of, yes, throw them right into it, because otherwise they're not going to do it, right? So basically what it looks like is you create a baseline offer. So this should financially secure you with some reoccurring income for about 6 to 12 months. So basically what I have my clients do is create a program or a, you know, a course or a program that is no less than 6 months, but ideally 12. But again, you can do a 6-month program as well. And it's that high end, that high level program. And it secures you financially for that 6 to 12 months. Okay, so while you're doing that, you're putting all of your focus into filling that. It's your main program. It's going to secure you for the, you know, 6 to maybe even the entire year. So you do not have to stress or worry about income. And then once you fill that, you can stack offers on top of it, like your lower end offers, your smaller offers, your one-off offers, things like that. And then before that 6 or 12-month program ends, you just begin filling it again. So what this does is it produces 0 gaps in your income. There are no lulls. You know, there isn't a lull of like nothing. There's not a drastic drop in your income where, you know, for 4 months you had, you know, 5-figure months, and then all of a sudden you're down to like 1,000 or 2,000 a month. There's no lulls. There's no dips, drops like that. You have financial recurrent security for like that 6 to 12 months. Then you can stack things on top, okay? So this is the way that most entrepreneurs out there teach you. This is kind of what they have you do. They have you start at the bottom and work your way up, right? They have you start out with a little tiny self-study course that you're going to charge not even $100 for, maybe $97, right? And they're going to have you start there and sell a few of those. Then they're going to tell you to go into, you know, a group program or a one-on-one. They're going to tell you to do one of those, maybe a VIP day, but they're going to have you charge really, really low. So you're going to price it super low. and work your way up to a bigger price point. So everything is about starting at the very bottom, starting really small, taking those little baby steps and working your way up gradually, right? So that's what most entrepreneurs out there are teaching you. Here's what I teach my clients. This is what I have my clients do. This is what I do in my business. We're all doing it successfully. It's working. We're all making money. This is what I call the offer stack formula. And this is what I want you guys to focus on. I want you guys to follow this offer stack formula, okay? So the offer stack formula is the opposite of this. This is what other coaches are teaching you. This is what I'm going to teach you. So what I have my clients do and what I do is we start at the bottom with a high-end offer, okay? We're actually going to start with a high-end offer and we're going to build off that. So instead of trying to build off this 97 DIY self-study course in like, you know, taking the long way around to like work your way up, instead of doing that, I want you to take a high-end offer and I want you to stack offers on top of it. I want you to start with your high-end premium price offer, and then I want you to stack your smaller stuff on top of it. So we're not relying on $97 programs or $200 or $500 or, you know, $1,200 or whatever. We're not relying on those low ticket offers where we got to have a gazillion clients just to hit 10, 20, 30K months. I'm talking about starting with a high-priced, high-end premium offer, and then you secure yourself for about 6 to 12 months with that. And then when that program is full and you know for the next 6 to 12 months, you don't even need to think about income, you're all set financially, you can start doing the leveraged offers, you can start doing some VIPs or some DIY stuff because you could financially and mentally and emotionally afford to do that. But if you start your way, if you follow this mythology, if this is what you're doing in your business where you're starting with all these teeny weeny offers and you're taking these itty bitty baby steps to increasing your prices and you're just like giving so much away for free, then you're going to get burnt out really, really fast. You're going to work way harder than you have to. You're going to need to enroll way more clients than necessary, than one person can handle. You're just going to take the long way around. You're going to be overwhelmed and burnt out. It's going to be like treading water. So I want you to follow this instead. I want you to build off of a high-end offer, not a low-end offer. So Highlevel, this is high-level VIP experience, so very high-level experience for your clients, and it is your most expensive offer, okay? A high-end program with access to you with big transformations doesn't come free or cheap, okay? So this is not the type of offer you want to skimp on. This is not the type of offer that you want to lower your prices. This is not the type of offer where you want to give stuff away for free, okay? This is where you are charging your most. This is where you're giving your most and your clients are getting the most. Okay, that's what happens in this type of program. And this is what you build everything else off of. So this could be a one-on-one program. Okay, maybe you have a one-on-one coaching program, 3 months, 6 months. Again, we want to restructure it, okay, so that it's a reoccurring income for good part or if not all of the entire year. Or you could have a mastermind program, okay? So obviously there's differences with a one-on-one and a mastermind in terms of the structure and in terms of how much it's leveraged and how scalable that is. But again, I'm just giving you some offer ideas here of what you could do, what this could look like. Okay, so you have your high-end offer. It's a high-level, really VIP experience, most expensive, but the biggest transformation. So then you can move into, once you secure yourself here with this program for 6 to 12 months, then from that place you can move into a leveraged offer. This is where maybe you're going to take what you were doing here in this program in the one-on-one with a mastermind and you're going to move it into a more leveraged offer because now you want to serve more people. You want to take what you've been doing on a really small scale and you want to make it, you want to do it on a bigger scale. So this is where you could look at a leveraged offer, and this is where you're going to serve one-to-many. So in like a one-on-one program, you're serving one-to-one, right? This is very private, very intimate. Sorry, I was here's something and getting mouthy over here. So this is, in a leveraged offer, this is where you move out of just doing the one-to-one, very intimate work. You're still intimate, it's still high quality, but now you're just doing one-to-many. So you're serving more people. You're taking the same amount of time, and you're just serving more people. And actually, I have found in a leveraged offer that my time and effort actually decreases with where the incoming quality and impact increases. And that's totally possible if you structure this properly. So this leveraged offer, just as an example, could be a group program. So a lot of the times what I do is I have my clients get to 10,000 plus months, okay? So I get my clients to a point with a high-end offer. So that very first program, that one-on-one or that mastermind. I have my clients, we together create that program. What is it? What does it look like? What's included? What is the price points? What are the pay plans? So I work with my clients, we create the high-end offer. Then we put all the focus and their time and their energy and any money, if they want to invest any additional funds, into launching and filling, not really launching, I'm anti-launch, but we fill that high-end program. So once we fill the high-end program, and my clients are creating, 10, 20 plus months, every single month consistently for about 90 days or so, maybe 3 to 4 months. Once they're doing that, then we take and we create a group program. Sometimes this is a piece of what they were doing with their private clients, or sometimes this is taking what they were doing in a private program and we turn it into a group program. And this is where we create a really high-end program. So this is not a group program that's priced at $200. I'm talking about a high-level group program where you can bring people in at a higher price point. It's not quite as high as your one-on-one, they're high-end, but it's still a higher price point. And it's still big transformations. It's just not one-on-one, okay? There is some of that in there, but that's not the focus. So in this type of this program, it could be a group program, it could be a mastermind. A mastermind can be a group program, a mixture of, one-on-one and group. So that's what that could look like. Then from there, we can move into like VIP days where you can do a full VIP day, you can do some mini VIP days. I usually set my clients up with mini VIP days. They're really, they're priced great. They're the freaking easiest things on earth to sell. So I usually have my clients do mini VIP days that are super fast to turn around, but give them a big influx of cash. They don't need a lot of clients and they can fill these really fast. But you could do VIP, mini or full, you could do intensives, things like that. So this is where we get our clients big results in a short time. So this is where we try to get the biggest results in the fastest amount of time, right? And this is where you'll spend probably a half a day or a day or a few hours with a client, and you're going to focus on something that they want to accomplish or solve like right away, immediately, that same day. These, because they are such a big transformation in such a short time, it's such a fast result, people will pay really good for these. I typically sell my mini VIP days, so a couple of hours with me at $9.97. And then I take like a full VIP day where it's like, anywhere from 6 to 8 hours together. Those I sell at $7,500. So I have clients who sell, their VIPs for like $500 and up to like $2,000 and more. So it just really depends on what that looks like. But this is another thing that you could stack on top throughout the year. And this could be like that little VIP day. So the next thing that you could do, and these are more like, a do-it-yourself is like a self-study. So this is like really cheap. It's just least expensive. I don't really like the word cheap, but it's least expensive. And the client's responsible for the results. So typically this isn't going to be anything where you provide access to you. You're not going to be doing like one-on-one coaching. You're not going to provide like sessions. typically this is a download, so something they can just download right away and apply. So maybe it's a PDF download or workbook with an audio or a video. Maybe it is a video series with some workbooks. Maybe it's just a little mini course that you put together, something like that. So it is typically something you've already created. This isn't something that, you know, you have to do any live stuff or access to you. It's like, here's the stuff, have, you know, go off and implement it. I mean, that's what you have to expect with such a low-end offer. Like, there's not going to be a big transformation. There's not going to be big, massive results. The clients can get some stuff, but it's not going to be like the big cake or the end-all be-all. They're definitely, it's a very small, half of a baby step, and they're going to definitely need more support. So you're not charging very much for these. So these are good inside, like, funnels or on thank you pages, or maybe a little flash sale that you do to your email list once in a while. But it's not like, you're not going to go and like focus on this is what you're selling. Like, you're not going to go do a launch. You're not going to go put a bunch of effort into like selling these $27, $47 little things, or like $97 or whatever you charge for them. They're super low, and they just don't, they don't deserve, or they haven't earned like a big amount of effort and time into these. It's just not that type of offer. So again, it could be like a self-study. It could be a download, you know, with like a PDF with an audio or video training with it. I have a bunch of those that I sell for like 27 and 47 inside funnels on thank you pages. It could be, you know, a 2, 3, 4, 5-part video series where you have some little workbooks and stuff. It could be like an e-course where they get an email every day or every week with like a little worksheet or some daily prompts, weekly prompts, whatever. It could be something simple like that, but again, it's simple. It is something you've already, you can pull things you've done that you've created, you can pull them together and make something. I have done that many times where I've created workbooks or worksheets for some other training, and then I just grab those and I record a quick audio to go with it, or I pull a training from something else and I bring them together, and now I've created like an offer. I have my clients do a 5-day Facebook challenge and then turn that into a paid self-study. I have them do that the same with like some Facebook Lives. They'll do like a series of Facebook Lives or blog posts with little workbooks and stuff like that, and they pull it together and they make like a $27, $47 offer out of this. And these things get sold as like little mini flash sales or on thank you pages or something like that in a sales funnel. But this is kind of how this is basically the formula, the offer stack formula that I do with my clients. And they typically come to me doing the opposite, where they start with that low end offer and then work their way up. And they start with a really small price point and baby steps and work their way up. So this is the offer funnel stack. This is what I teach my clients. This is what, you know, this is what's going to allow you to sell high-end offers, is by focusing on high-end offers, okay? And then just using the lower stuff, the more stackable stuff, to create some additional income, activate some new buyers, new leads into buyers, things like that. So basically, here's an example of how I offer stack in my business inside Sell Like a Rebel. So I have my Momentum Mastermind. It's 6 months, and we have 6 months, we have year-long. This is a very high-level program, right? That's my baseline offer. So much like we talked about, where you want to start with that high-end offer and then stack on top of it, my mastermind program is my core offer. It's that baseline offer. It's the high-end offer that I start with. So my focus every year is that that program is full, okay? That the 6 months, the year-long, it's full. Meaning that for 6 months, for the year, for the entire year, I financially am not stressing out. I'm not worrying, and anything I do is extra. It's not because I have to do it. Okay, so that is my mastermind program secures me with recurring income for the year, and then everything else that I do in my business is just stacking offers on top of it because I want to, not because I have to. Okay, and then before the mastermind ends, like 2-3 months prior to, I just start filling it again. Okay, so I have stacked offers that are like group programs, self-study courses, little one-time offers like VIPs and stuff. things like that I offer and stack on top of my mastermind throughout the year. I do holiday sales, like flash sales, things like that, on top of my mastermind, so throughout the year. But I don't really focus on those until I fill that core baseline offer. And then I have passive offers inside of my automated funnels. So like $27, $47 items, sometimes $67 or something like that, inside my automated funnels that just bring in back-end income, passive income, that also activate new leads to become buyers. So I activate them with little asks, really small asks before we move into the big stuff. And all that small stuff preps them for my core baseline offer. So why are high ticket offers so much more valuable than a low ticket offer? I get asked this all the time. People really do believe that a lower priced offer, a lower ticket offer, is perceived as more valuable and easier to say yes to. That's just lack of confidence on your part. That is just a money mindset thing. Those are just money blocks that you have to think that that would make sense, okay? You gotta compare it to like real life, because it is, right? Like if you go and somebody offers you a vehicle, if you're at a car lot, okay, a dealership, and you're looking for a vehicle and you come across two of the same exact vehicles, but they're just priced different, and that's the only difference, is that they're priced different. That's not the only difference. The big difference is they are priced different. So one is priced really low, one is priced really high. But you look at the low one and it's like, look, the mileage is really high. It's going to need a little bit of work. It's going to need some stuff. And then over here we have this higher ticket, the higher price. It's the same vehicle. It's priced higher because, it's all fixed. It's got brand new everything. It's souped up. It does not need any work. It's got super low miles, or maybe it's brand new. So when you compare the two, it's so obvious. You could go pay less, but you're going to get a piece of shit that's probably going to break down on the side of the road. It's only going to work half of the time. It's never going to work when you need it to. It's going to cause a lot of stress and overwhelm in your life. It's not going to get you to from point A to point B half of the time, if at all. It's going to cost you a bunch of money, and in return, it's not going to serve its purpose. But if you go pay a little bit more for the same exact vehicle, you're paying a little bit more and you're getting more value. You're getting way more bang for your buck. You're getting a reliable, proven, trustworthy, product that's going to get you from point A to point B every single time that you can count on that. It's not going to cost you a bunch of money, and it doesn't need anything. It's ready. It's proven. It's ready to go. You just need to make the investment, right? So people are going to look at things as you get what you pay for. That motto could not be more true, okay? You get what you pay for. So if you want to look for the cheap route, if you want to look for the sales, if you want to look for the bargain, if you're a bargain shopper, you're going to get what you pay for. And you're always going to settle for less, because you're going to be making decisions based on lack of income, lack of funds, lack of abundance or availability. And that's just a mindset issue on your part. So let's talk about this. There's 6 reasons that you should be selling high ticket offers. The very first reason is a high ticket offer is perceived as more valuable. Now, you might argue this and say that people in my community would probably not see that as more valuable because they can't afford it. Number one, that's you making an assumption. Number two, it's not really any of your business if people can afford it or not. That is none of your business. There's no way to know that unless you ask. And number three, a high ticket offer is meant for only certain people. It is not meant for everyone on your email list. It's not meant for everyone in your Facebook group. A high ticket offer is for high-end clients. That is something that is a major aha moment. A high-end offer is for high-end clients. So, a high-end offer is going to be perceived as more valuable because a high-end client, a successful or aspiring entrepreneur who's ambitious and is a go-getter, she's not looking for baby steps. She's not looking for the long way around. She is not looking for cheap or free. She wants big, big, big transformations right now. So she knows that's going to mean a bigger commitment and bigger investment. Again, a high ticket offer speaks to someone with a high mindset, a high vibration, high ambition. It's not going to speak to people that are stuck in wallowing in excuses and self-pity. Of course, they're not going to see this as more valuable, and that's okay because it's not for them, okay? The second reason, it gives clients a bigger commitment. There's more skin in the game. I can tell you right now, I mean, I would not even invest in something that's a low ticket because I know that's not, I don't know what that would ever do for my business. I'm already at multiple 5-figure months in my business consistently for a couple of years now. So there's nothing that a little download or a low ticket offer is going to do for me. And so for me, I don't see them as valuable, and I would not invest in them no matter how good the content was or who it came from. And so if I were to invest in such a little tiny offer, I have no commitment to it. I don't care if I do it or I don't because I'm not out anything. Like, what's $97? I don't care, right? And so I'm not really going to have commitment. I don't have any skin in the game. I don't really have a reason that I need to commit or follow through or do the work or, you know, anything like that. So I'm just going to probably invest in it, maybe download it, maybe look at it, maybe even attempt to try it, but then it's going to get pushed to the side because it doesn't hold any monetary value. It's not going to get me any big result. So therefore the commitment is so small, okay? Another reason you should be selling high ticket offers is it speaks to higher level entrepreneurs. Like I was just saying, an entrepreneur that is fully committed to her business, where she's no longer a hobbyist. She is in it to win it, and all that she is focused on is getting big results and big impacts and big income in her business, and she's all in. She's ready to take the risks, make the investment, do the work, be fully committed. She's not effing around. She's no longer dabbling. She's no longer playing. She's not sitting on the sidelines. She is ready for that next level. And that is the person that will make an investment in a high ticket offer. The people that are like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, what will people think, oh, but I don't have this, and I need that, and what about this, and oh, my thoughts, and shiny object syndrome, and oh, one day I'm this, and one day I'm that, and I'm brand new, I don't have any money, and they have all these money fears. Like, there's nothing wrong, I'm not judging, we all start there. Every single entrepreneur starts there. The thing is if you are trying to sell a high ticket offer to a low-end client, it is not an energetic match. It actually logistically doesn't even make sense. So it isn't going to happen. So if you want to sell out a high ticket offer, it's about switching your message. It's about switching your language and speaking to a high-end, high-level client. That is kind of the big gap that I see in most, probably 100% of the people that come to me. That's where one of their biggest gaps are. Their offer, their price points, and then the fact that they are speaking to such a low-level client. So that is the third reason. The fourth reason you should be selling high-ticket offers is the bigger transformation. Not only does a high-ticket offer, a high-end offer, or program, not only does it get your clients bigger results, it gets them bigger results, like monetary results, because it provides the space and it provides the support for bigger transformation. So in order to get a big transformation, you need some time. You need some space. You need some tweaking. You need some numbers. You need, to be able to have the room to test it out and to make a big result happen. And that does not happen overnight inside a $27 offer. It takes time. It takes technology. It takes tweaking. It's just to get the bigger results, it takes bigger action in space. So inside a high-end program, it's not typically 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 months, 3 months. That can only get you so far. It's usually 6 months to a year. And 6 months is just the start of the big transformations, okay? So the higher ticket offer provides the space to allow for a bigger transformation, okay? It also provides the support. In a high-end offer like this, a high ticket offer, you are given more of yourself. You're given more value. rather it's you personally doing it or you delegating things out to other experts to come in and do it, you are providing the high level support that an entrepreneur needs to get the big results. So inside my mastermind, I have team, like tech experts and VAs. I have, other trainings from other experts in the industry around different topics that maybe aren't my thing. You get a ton of access, an unlimited one-on-one private access to me. So there's so many different things and people that are provided inside my mastermind that give not only the space, but the support for each of my clients that are going to show up and do the work to get the transformation that they really want. And of course, your commitment to that transformation must be bigger than your commitment to the fear of the transformation. And this is why high ticket offers are not for everybody. The fifth reason is because they're easier to sell and fulfill. They're less time and effort. Inside a high ticket offer, you can hire other people to come in and help take on some stuff, take over some things for you, and your clients are still getting all of the support. They're actually getting more because you as one person can only do so much. But as you start to bring other people and experts in, you're able to provide even more support and experience and space for your clients to get those bigger transformations. So it's so much easier to sell because of the value. It speaks for itself. It's also easier to fulfill because you don't have to be the one doing all of the things yourself. Certainly, you cannot hire other people and team and have a lot of value inside such a low ticket offer that doesn't provide that. The other reason, and one of the biggest reasons, is because they're scalable. A high-end offer, typically, I like to combine high-end with leveraged. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit of everything. It's that sweet spot between one-on-one and group. And when you create something like that, it is scalable. Okay, it is scalable because when you and a team of people are helping your clients get results, it doesn't matter if you bring 300 clients on or 3. Your effort that you have to put in isn't really changing. It's going to stay the same. So if you were to get 30, 40, 20, 60 people into your program, a high-end program, you wouldn't be freaking out, wondering how the hell you're going to support all of them and make sure they all get, support them in getting those results. You're not going to freak out about that because the effort you've got to put in, the time that you have to contribute, isn't changing no matter how many or how few clients you have. It stays the same. And so it's totally scalable, right? Like I could bring 100 people into my mastermind program. I could bring 200, 300 people. It doesn't matter because what I have to put in isn't really going to change. Maybe a tiny bit around, our group stuff where I have to answer calls, or yes, maybe I'll have a few more boxers to do, but generally speaking, my time and effort that I've got to put in is not increasing, even though the clients are increasing and the income is increasing, okay, because it's structured differently. So this is the biggest block that I see entrepreneurs having that are holding them back from being able to sell and or create and sell, completely book out a high-end offer, and that is that they think that their community won't or cannot afford to pay for high-level services. I get this time and time and time and time again. Entrepreneurs telling me, my people they can't afford it. They don't have money. They're new. They won't even buy my low-ticket offer. I put something up for $27 and they didn't buy it. They're not going to buy $2,700 offer. It's not going to happen. And this is an assumption that, kind of shame on you because this is not really any of our business, right? And I did this for years. I sold low-end ticket offers, or I gave shit away for free because I just really assumed that the cheaper it is, if it's free, if it's really cheap, more people will buy it. And honestly, like nothing ever came out of that. I worked really, really hard and I didn't make any money really. Nothing that was reliable or sustainable. My clients didn't get any results because there was nothing really that I was giving them. And so we weren't really doing anything together. And so once I switched my mindset and I realized that a high ticket offer isn't going to speak to people looking for cheap or free anyway, then I realized, well, what the hell then? It's going to speak to people that are at that level and they're ready to make that type of commitment and investment, and those are the people I need to speak to. And once I realized that I could actually get my clients really big results inside this offer, I learned how to talk about that. And when I learned how to talk about the benefits, the transformations, people were eating up my high ticket offers, and I couldn't believe how easily I was selling the high ticket offers when I struggled so bad to sell a $27 offer. And I actually surveyed some of my clients because I would put a $27 offer in front of them and they wouldn't buy it. And I would promote it for like a week or 2 weeks and no one would buy it, maybe like one person. And then I'd turn around and put my $500 or my $7,500 mini or my full VIP day in front of people, and I would get booked out. I'd have to start a wait list. And so I started surveying my clients, asking them, why would you pay, $500 for, a little bit of a time, couple hours with me? Why would you pay $7,500 for a full day with me when you didn't buy the $27 offer? And they came back and said there wasn't really, the $27 offer didn't really provide the transformation or the results that I was looking for. And I'm not like, I need one-on-one support, or I'm looking for a bigger result or transformation, or I just didn't see the value in it. It didn't really speak to me. And so that was when I realized I had been making an assumption about my community based on whether or not they were buying something versus whether or not they needed something. And so once I made those shifts, I will tell you right now, I don't care what your community looks like. I don't care what they are or are not buying. And I don't care how scared you might be to believe this, but I'm telling you that if you put a high ticket, super high, valuable, pay-worthy offer in front of your community, they will buy it. You will sell more of those way easier than you ever sold your little $27, $97, $500 offers all day, any day. And it's so much easier. You just need to be speaking to the right people. So here's the thing you have to remember about a high ticket offer is it's not for everybody. You're not gonna get your whole Facebook group, your social following, your email list to buy this. It's not going to be for everyone. And actually you don't want it to be for everyone. You don't want everyone to be a fit for this. You want the right people to be a fit. And what one is or isn't willing to pay is none of your business, and I say that with love. It isn't any of your business to go digging around in somebody else's financial situations. It's none of your business to assume that someone has money or doesn't. It's actually really rude to do that. It's like complete judgment, right? For you to judge someone and say, oh, they can or cannot afford this, or they will or will not pay that, unless they have specifically told you that themselves, right? So it isn't any of your business if other people can or agree with your high ticket offer or will or will not invest in it. Your job is to put solutions out there, and your goal is to get them in front of the right people. That is what you should be focusing on. Not trying to price your offer so that it's molded and fits into every single person that's connected with you. Here's the thing. People are looking for solutions. The $1 million question in all of this is, do you have the solution that they're willing to pay for? So this is another piece of research that I don't see many entrepreneurs even doing. I don't know why people skip it. Sorry, my daughter's getting dropped off from summer school. So Ella's going to bark for a second. She will stop. In the meantime, tell me if you are enjoying this so far or if this is resonating with you. But what I want to say is that not all of your clients or potential clients are going to be willing to pay for the solution they tell you they want. Give me one sec, guys. Let me just let her out here. Okay. All right. I let her out because she is going to go bananas because my daughter's home. Okay, so what I mean by this, here's an example, is I have a lot of things like challenges, obstacles, stuff like that in my business, right? And some of them I'm willing to pay for them to make them go away, and others are not really a priority. So this is something that you actually have to do a little research on and go connect with your community to find out, like, what is that real big problem they're having, or what is that solution that they're craving right now? What is that outcome that they want right now so bad? It's not an option to wait any longer. Because if you just think, well, my clients have 4, 5, 6 different problems, I'm just going to create some offers around it and start throwing it out, and I know they're going to buy it because these are the problems they're saying they're having. That is such a bad marketing strategy. It just doesn't make sense, and it's not going to work. The thing is that we all have problems. We all have challenges. We all have obstacles, right? There's always something else we desire that we want. There's always another outcome or transformation. The thing that you've got to figure out is, what is their now factor? Meaning that I have a handful of problems, but what is the one that is such an urgent problem right now that I will pay to make this go away? I will pay somebody to fix this. That's what you need to go figure out. So your high-end offer, it's not going to be for everybody, okay? So another question that entrepreneurs ask me quite often is, how will, or who will invest in a high ticket offer? So if I put this offer together, if I create a high-end offer, a high ticket offer, who's going to invest in it? Like, who will buy it? So the people that will buy it, you might want to write these down because they're absolutely facts. The people that are going to buy your high ticket offer are going to be people that are fully committed to their business. They are no longer hobbyists. So when you write your content, little hint, hint, do not speak to the hobbyist. Do not speak to the shiny object syndrome person. Do not speak to the dabbler, the free info addict, the lurker. Speak to the person that is fully committed to their business and they are no longer messing around, okay? Another person that will invest in a high ticket offer is the person that wants bigger impacts, transformations, and income. So this is not for people that are playing small, taking it slow. They're just gonna, like, you know, try some stuff out, see what happens, or taking baby steps. Those people, it takes them forever to get anywhere in their business. Like, literally years to hit 10K months. Like, it just takes them so long, okay? So people that are not willing to take the risks, make the investments to get their transformation, they're not that committed right now, okay? You want to put this high-end offer in front of the people that are so beyond all of that. They're ready to make a bigger impact, have bigger transformation, and they want more income right now in their business, okay? The other person that's going to buy and invest inside a high-ticket offer is someone that's further along in their business. Now, you might know or reach out or connect with newer entrepreneurs that actually have money to make investments, and they're even willing to make the investment, but you've got to logically ask yourself from a point of integrity, does it make sense to bring them into this type of program? Are they really are they ready for this? Because even if someone has the money and the problem and they're ready to make the investment, doesn't mean they're an ideal client, and it doesn't mean that this is the right thing for them. It has to be congruent for them, okay? It can't just make sense for you, meaning they're going to pay me. It has to make sense for them, and if they're not at the right stage of business, it doesn't matter if they pay you. They're not going to get the results, okay? And if they do, it's going to take you way longer, and you're going to have to work way harder to help them get there. They're not ready yet. They should be further along in their business to be making $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 investments, okay? Also, people that will invest in a high ticket offer are the people that see your services and your transformation as the solution or the thing that they want right now. And that's that now factor. Meaning, I want to lose that 50 pounds now. It should have happened last month. I'm not waiting another minute. Or that person that says, I'm done dabbling. I'm done screwing around in my business. I need clients. I need to make money, and I need to do it right now. Those are the types of people that are going to make these investments because they're at that point now where they're ready to do this. They're all done with whatever has not been working for them, and they want to go to that next level. And then finally, people that know, like, and trust you, especially with a high ticket offer. 9 out of 10, you're not going to get someone to make a big investment if they don't even know you, if they don't like you, if they don't at least trust you enough to get on a phone call with you, okay? So you got to get your audience, your community to a place of knowing, liking, and trusting you, okay? Also, typically with a high ticket offer, I work with my clients on some strategies where we're not focused on trying to go to cold traffic to bring them into a high ticket offer. They don't know, like, and trust you yet. You don't know them. You don't even know if you can help them, if they're the right client. Ideally, when you're selling a high ticket offer, we want that to happen fast. And so what I have my clients do is we target certain people only, and then we focus on that for 3 to 4 months, and then we start moving into more leverage stuff. So not everyone knows how to sell a high ticket offer. You might be able to create one and think of one, but do you know how to sell one? Well, here's the key to selling high ticket offers effortlessly. Number one, it must be congruent. If you are trying to sell something that is not the next step, that does not make sense, is not the right thing for their stage of business, or is not even the solution or outcome that they truly desire or want and need right now, it is not congruent, okay? It does not make sense at all, okay? That is like selling, what's the saying, chocolate popsicle to a woman in white. It is definitely not congruent. It's not going to make sense. They're not going to do it, okay? So that is the first thing. You've got to decide and go figure out what is the next step. And that might mean that you're putting multiple offers in front of different types of people. Okay, I've got like 3 different types of people or audiences in my community. And so when I'm selling certain offers, I don't put them in front of everybody because they're not actually for those people. So again, there's a little bit of strategy, and this is why you should get help to do this. The next step to selling your high ticket offer is it must provide a path to the desired transformation. So even if someone knows, likes, and trusts you, it's not, 9 out of 10, it's not going to be enough for you to just say, here's what I'll help you do. A lot of people do that, and anybody can say that. Anyone can pop on their sales page, proven. Anybody can say, I promise to do this, or you're going to get this, and here's what I'm going to help you do, and here's what you'll walk away with, and here's what you'll get. Like a 2-year-old could write that. Anybody can say that. So it's not enough for you to just say it. You need to provide it. You need to articulate it. You need to show them step by step. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's how I'm going to help you. Here's what we will do together to get you from where you are right now to that place that you're telling me you want to be. This is what we're going to do, step by step. ABC 1, 2, 3. You're going to walk them through that. It is not enough for you to just say it. You need to show them how you or your services or your program is going to get them to that outcome that they want. Because if you can't do that, there's a billion other people that are going to be doing it. They're going to buy this transformation. They're going to buy this outcome from somebody. It can be you, or it can be someone that demonstrated and positioned it better. But either way, at the end of the day, we are all going to buy the things, the support, the systems, the trainings, the coaching. We are all going to purchase those things from somebody at some point to get to the next step. So if you want it to be you, you need to show them this has the path. This service, this program, this time with me, this space is going to provide you the outcome should you show up and do it. Do the work, it's going to get you there. You've got to show them that. The next step is you've got to have some social proof. So this is another setback for a lot of entrepreneurs if they feel like, I don't have testimonials, I haven't collected any, I'm not sure what results I've got my clients in. You've got to do a little work and go back and figure it out. But you can pull from your previous careers. I have a lot of entrepreneurs who have done some amazing shit and have helped their companies get to like millions of dollars. And they come into the online space saying, I don't know how to show my clients that I can help them make money in their business. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you helped a company create millions. You could certainly show that. So you can bring proof in from past careers. You can bring proof in from your own experiences. You can bring proof in from your past or current clients. You can even bring social proof in from anything you contributed to. And you can also bring social proof in for things that maybe you've done for free for people that got them results. So I am sure if you really sat down and thought about it, there's a lot of different places you could collect some social proof that you are capable of helping another person get some sort of result or outcome or transformation in their business or life. Okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing this work. The other key is that it must include what's in it for them. So it's got to have good, juicy benefits, but you also need to know how to talk about the benefits. Now, I have actually been really surprised inside a couple of my programs. This has been a huge challenge for a lot of my clients. And I see it in a lot of other places as well, where people are really struggling with focusing on the benefits and articulating to the clients what is in it for them. You've got to be able to tell them and talk to them and show them what is so amazing about your offer. And it can't just be that you focus on features. Oh, well, all these bonuses and calls and sessions. That's not benefits, okay? Those are just bonuses. What is in it for them? What are they walking away with? Why is this something they should invest in right now? Why you amongst the billions of other people? You've got to know how to really tap into the value of the work that you are doing, okay? The other thing is it must be what you want to be known for. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many entrepreneurs, and oh my God, I did this for so long, like 5 years. But I was just kind of regurgitating what everybody else was selling or what I saw working for other people. And of course, I don't know if it's really working, but it just looked like it was. Or what my coaches had told me to do. I was just throwing offers and things and content and things together that was just very unintentional and just kind of what I thought I should be putting out there, what I thought people wanted. And the thing is I attracted a lot of the wrong people into my community. And years later, I was still kind of like, you know, stuck trying to sell to those people. And they never had an interest of you know, working with me or in any of the stuff I was putting out because they weren't the right people. And so once you tap into what you want to be known for and you position yourself that way, it really sucks to spend so much time, money, and energy building up a community of all the wrong people. And to some degree, this can happen, and it's probably going to happen to some degree no matter what you do. But like, you want to right away, right out of the gate, identify what you want to be known for. Who do you want to be known for? If somebody thinks about you, what do you want them to articulate with that? What do you want them to think about, you know? Because this really is going to dictate the people that you start to bring into your community, which is going to dictate success or the number of sales that you do or do not get. So finally, it must be the fastest path to results for you and the client. So this means you want to get your clients big transformations, but you also want to hit your income goals. You also want to see beautiful, you know, testimonials from your clients, and you want to see your clients become fans and rant and rave about you and talk about you. You want to get results as well, and you want this to be fast and easy for both of you. So really structuring your program to do that, that's what's really going to dictate if that happens for you. And of course, you have to know how to talk and position your offer. You have to know how to do this. You've got to know how to talk about the benefits and what's in it for them and the possible transformation and outcome, why you're so passionate about the work you do. Because here's the thing, people really don't care how great you are or how, you know, all the things that you're doing in your life. I mean, to some degree, that's great, and people like to see that side. But when you're trying to make sales, people are buying transformation. They're buying the end result, not the things that are going to get them there, not the strategies, not the marketing, not the messaging, not your success. They are buying that outcome. And all you've done is shown them the path to get them there. And that is all they're buying, okay? If somebody spends, you know, $5,000 for a vehicle that's going to get them to the destination, like it's going to get them to like Florida Keys, they're not paying for the vehicle. They paid that money to get to Florida Keys, right? Like the transformation, the outcome, like the destination. That's really what they paid for, not the vehicle, right? They're going to get to the destination and the vehicle's gone. It's irrelevant. It's all about the destination. That's what they're paying for. So anyone have any questions? If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Let me know that you were here. Let me know that you tuned in. What are your takeaways? What are your questions? I know I shared a lot, but this is so valuable and so important that you really take this stuff in and you start to apply this to your business. And of course, if you want any help doing this, this is my jam, guys. This is what I do. I help my clients create a multiple 5-figure coaching business. We use my Rebel business model to set you up for scalability. We help you create that high-end offer as your base core line offer, and then we build and stack upon it. This is how we get you to those multiple 5-figure months really quickly, really easily, and get you having that bigger impact. So if this is speaking to you, if you want to hop on a call, we will basically talk about your business. I'll ask you some questions to get to know you, your goals, kind of what your gaps might be, what's in the way. I will assess what I think are the gaps and what I think your next steps should be. And if you and I both feel that it's a good match to come work with me and that I can totally help you do this, and we're both on the same page and we're vibing and our energy is good and we're both ready to do this, then we can talk about you know, what it might look like to work together, to have me and my team support you in hitting those multiple 5-figure months in your coaching business, you know, and really having that bigger impact. So if that is speaking to you, that's what we will do. Go ahead and book your call. There's a link above. I can drop the link below in the comments as well. But just go to selllikearebel.com/sales strategy session. When you get there, you're going to see this. Just book your call with me, okay? Pick a time that works for you. It's in Eastern Standard Time. Book your call, and then there's going to be this quick little application so that I can prepare for our call, have a little bit of information ahead of time. That way, I can really blow this session out of the park for you, okay? So go to selllikearebel.com/sales strategy session. The link is above. It's also, I'll drop it in the comments after as well. And then just go here, book your call, fill out this quick application, and then you and I will hop on a call together. And like I said, we will see what your gaps are, what your next steps might be, and if I can help you. There's no fee, there's no obligation, there's nothing to stress about. There's no commitment to doing the call. Like I said, I only work with the right people anyway. And so if I don't feel like I can help you, or if I don't feel like you and I are a match and we're on the same page, then it wouldn't even make sense for us to talk about that. And I would just direct you in what I think should be your next steps. And I would send you on your merry way. Okay, so you're not going to book the call and be obligated to do anything. It has to be a good match, and we have to be on the same page. Okay, so if you, you know, are a coach, a consultant, service-based provider, a mentor, and you know you are looking for multiple 5-figure months, and you want to do this within like the next couple of months max, consistently, and you're ready to do the work and make that commitment, then I would love to hop on a call and see if I can, if and how I can support you. Just go to selllikearebel.com/sales strategy session, or click the link above or in the comments. That'll take you to the same place. And if you have any questions, any ahas, takeaways, definitely let me know below in the comments. I would love for you to share this if you know of anyone that, you know, might be, you know, looking for this type of support, or that you think this might resonate with. I would love to do, you know, have you do that as well. So feel free to share. Give me some hearts and loves. I'm just going to check and see if we have any questions coming in here. Okay, so I'm not seeing any questions. So yeah, definitely, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found this valuable. Definitely, you know, shout out in the comments below. I hope to be speaking to you if you feel like this is definitely vibing with you and you'd like to chat. Then I will see you on the other side. Just go to selllikearebel.com/sales strategy session. Click the link above, or go ahead and click the link in the comments below. and I'll see you on the other side.